the best way to take someone through a workout. Whatever they're doing well that you want you want the client to continue to do, reinforce that behavior. And it's no different than being in a relationship, right? You cannot tell your spouse, I love them. And, years go by and your spouse says, well, you never tell me you love me. And your response is, well, I told you I loved you the day we got married. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Right. And we have so many high intensity training practitioners that treat the client that way. They said, no, I just call out deviations from good form. And I don't think we do well as human beings when we're only told, I'll tell you if I don't love you anymore. Right. I need to be told that you love me. So in our context, that's positive specific feedback. And it doesn't just have to be around
Yeah.
form. It can be around things like intensity, right? So I love to give a client feedback around their intensity. I know at rep 10, rep 11, I'm like witnessing how much they're grinding, how uncomfortable they are. So I love to give feedback around how wonderful their effort is in that moment, or even how fast they're moving between exercises, something of that nature. And then we want to give constructive, specific feedback. So when something needs to change, let them know what it is. And then as soon as they make that correction, give some feedback that they're now doing it correctly, right? So all of this is just feedback. So when we talk about the it factor, the person just knows how to give feedback. Well, what are the behaviors there? It's positive specific, it's constructive specific feedback. Okay. Now, another element here is clarity in the coaching, right? So it factor trainer, a high it factor trainer really says before the session, before the exercise starts, what they expect. Hey, our goal on this one is 5 reps. We're going to use a 10-10 cadence. We're going to lift for 10 seconds. We're going to lower for 10 seconds. Last time here, you got 4 reps. And then maybe one other piece of counsel that's going to help them perform that exercise a little bit better. And if you train the client a million times, it's what they normally do when form breaks down. Let them be aware of that. So for me, if it's leg press, 10-10 leg press, imagine strength leg press, it's going to be, and now Luke, just be aware on rep 3 and 4, your right knee generally caves in. I want to see that knee stay as neutral as possible throughout the entire range of motion. Got it. Okay. Just a little piece of feedback to me. Right. And if it's a brand new client, we can give feedback 10-10 leg press. That feedback might be, and I really want you to nail the pacing. I don't want you to spend more time in the top of the range of motion. Let's make sure the 10 seconds is evenly paced and then the set actually starts. So this is coaching. Are we setting the stage for each exercise that we're doing in terms of how many reps are we targeting? What did we do last time? How do we want the reps performed, et cetera? Now let's continue that coaching. We get into the set, giving the client an idea of what to expect toward the end of the set. And I'm doing, let's say, 8 to 12 repetitions at kind of a standard repetition cadence, 2 seconds up, 4 seconds down. So the habit of letting a client know what's going to happen when they fail. And you don't have to let them know 8 reps ahead of time. But if I'm starting to fail and I'm struggling on the concentric, as a trainer, I can say, continue to struggle, continue to drive. When you're totally stuck, I'm going to help you. I'm just going to barely help you. I want you to do 90% of it yourself. And then I do that. They get stuck. I help 90%. I still want you to control down for 4 seconds. We're going to do 4 more reps just like that, where I help you as little as possible. Now I know what to expect. 4 assisted reps where I'm responsible for doing as much as I can as the trainee on the concentric. Or just saying, Lawrence, I want you to struggle as much as possible on this final rep. Once you get to the top, I'm going to start the stopwatch. You're going to lower for 30 seconds. I'll give you 5-second updates, and then we're done. So just a little bit of communication of what's going to happen at the end.